Right. Tuesday morning. Whoa. I want to show my whole desktop. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. Second here, I've got to rework this. Okay. Well, I guess you guys are going to look at my desktop today. I've already started the stream, so I'm not going to stop it. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. We are trading back up around 26,000. This thing has continued to climb higher in the overnight session. This is the first time that I've looked at it. So we did finally get our short pullback yesterday. I caught about half of it. Took home another, I don't know, $600-700. But overall, yesterday was a teensy bit painful. Not painful, just patient. It's tough anytime you're on the wrong side of the trend. And order flow is telling you one thing. You're seeing the absorption, you're seeing the divergence. But nevertheless, so we're going to reset today. We still ended profitably. That's the thing. I like kind of choking myself up about it here because we had like a kind of a lowish win rate for me. 57% is not great. But like I said, it ended up being a profitable day with $2,500. We still need to get, so the account balance is $22,626, and I'm pretty sure I need to get to like 30K before we apply for payout. So this is where we're at. We are inside of the overnight sessions. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. We are inside of the overnight sessions value area, right? So value has continued to build higher for the last, really the last week. Let's see what's to the left here. I'm going to mark out a couple of these highs, and then we'll get started. Any other interesting locations here, trade-wise? That's a swing. We've got some POCs overhead. With FOMC tomorrow, we might actually get a bit of a sell-off. I don't know. Again, just speculating. So let's take a look here at the strategic chart. You guys can see where we're at. We had this large divergence last Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it's continued to rally really ever since. So we've got a low volume node below us here. And we've got, we'll just take that swing off because it's broken. And we've got previous day's VWAP. So let's take a look at where we're at. Again, I'm getting here a little bit late, I apologize. And let's see what happens here. So this is the bottom chart is ES, RTH. Looks like we're opening in the positive. So we've got a little bit of a gap. I'll get rid of that. So we've got a gap back down to the previous day's VWAP. Ticks positive. Order flows breaking positive. No trades yet. Ticks breaking lower. So I'm looking for alignment here. You can see the ES is buying. Let's see if we can get some alignment. So NQ order flow and NQ price are in alignment. ES price or ES order flow is more or less in alignment with it. It's kind of building. Let's take a long. Looks like they're wanting to go up. As long as they both stay positive, then I feel good about this. Again, sometimes this kind of initial read off the market is, off the open is a little, I'm not going to say it's sketchy, but you just don't really know. But both are positive, so we're just going to go with that. Just one mini. There's a swing high above us, so it could very likely take that out before it drops. This is kind of an important level, RTH low on both of these, which corresponds with this swing point right here, right? So these are kind of our three reference points. Here, here, and here. As long as we don't start breaking that, we should be okay. I would imagine everybody's looking to short because of the gap below us, and I'll be honest, I feel a little bit of that too. But let's just see what we get here. I know that there's news at 10, but I think it's an orange folder event. Let me double check. Yep, so consumer confidence at 10. Oh, Trump's speaking at 4. Perfect. Does look like NQ order flow wants to break here. Just going to be patient. ES order flow is diverging. You can see ES order flow lifting. Tick is wanting to lift as well. Looks like we're going to have to possibly exit here. It looks to me like NQ order flows, like price and NQ order flow are tracking each other this morning. I'm just going to give it A little bit of space, taking a little bit of heat here. Might catch a bounce here at negative 1K. Let's see what happens. I like that the ES is diverging, but man, it's we literally took a long right at the top tick of that, so that's not good. But that's okay. I think that we can recover from this here. Maybe. Come on, ES, show me something. Through. Probably have to close this with an L here. Unless we can get down to negative 2K pretty quick. We literally could not have bought in a worse spot. Again, this is why you guys should be trading micros. Waiting to see if the ES is going to do something here. We're going to actually get a little bit of a divergence so we can DCA into this thing. Probably should have waited a little bit more to, again, just check alignment. Selling off. Previous days VWAP below us in the gap. Thinking about closing this and then taking it short. It's just a matter of the right timing here to try to make back up this L. I like the tick selling off. We got good alignment between tick and Q and price. I was hoping that the ES was going to carry it a little bit more, but it just didn't. So I'm kind of looking for the opportune time to get out of this. And maybe, again, just take the L on it, but then maybe size up a little bit on a short. If the ES can break, so I'm watching the tick. See how the tick's rising? So we had a strong tick push lower, and now it's rallying. So this is the time to add into any shorts. And I'm just going to watch it for a second here. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to go into a short with two minis. So we took a loss on that. Again, just whatever. It is what it is. Now, if the ES can break, lower, then I think that this thing can carry all the way back down. But I'm just gonna kind of watch it here. So we know that price is in alignment with our NQ order flow. So that's good, right? We know that. We also know that the tick was negative. So I think trying the short while we're under VWAP, and we've got this kind of bearish order flow, is the right play. It might take a little bit of heat just to try to get the timing of it right, but it's okay. It may not actually reverse and drop until we get to here or here, and that's the thing with it. So ES is hitting its RTH high. I'm gonna add 1, 2 more to the short. One of the things that you guys can do is just kind of wait for these pullbacks in the order book for your trades, right? If you get like, so you've got a swing point, you get a directional break, you can wait for that pullback back up into it. That's a pretty safe trade right there. Again, none of these are A+ by any means. It's just me trying to catch the initial push off the open, and sometimes we nail it, sometimes we don't. Again, not an A+ setup for me. The A+ setup is always going to be a large tick extreme with an order flow extreme to go along with it. So now what's important is that do we break this here on the NQ? So we're in the money on this trade. Again, just an adjustment, right? We've got to stay flexible in our trading. Just gonna give it a sec here and see if we can get a push down. I will not let this one go against me. ES is fighting against it. You guys can see that. Like, we've got good alignment on the NQ order flow, but ES order flow is fighting it. So we need this NQ to break lower. That'll definitely help. ES retesting its high. Yeah, the ES is wanting to go higher, that's for sure. Come on, ES. We're trying to go short here and you're trying to go long. What the heck's going on? Might have to eat an L on this one as well. Although we're pulling up to it here, as long as we don't break this, we still have alignment, and it might actually start selling off. The ES is not wanting to cooperate here, though. I still feel good about this. I just wish that the ES was not fighting us on it. Tick didn't make a new high, at least not yet, so. Could have waited. Could have waited for this to get tapped. Could have waited for neutral. That's great, Wolf. Nice job, man. Yep, we're going to take a little bit of heat on this here. Should have waited. That's all right. With the ES, it's just lifting. Erase that. Let's see what happens here at neutral. I'm gonna sell a couple here. Taking some heat, not gonna lie. We can get a sell off from neutral here, we'll be alright. ES is not helping the situation. We can just get ahead of it a little bit, we'll be alright. Come on, order flow. Do your thing. still got these. You can see the ES just totally go in the opposite direction here. I'm going to see what happens here at neutral, and then I'm just going to get out. I really don't want to draw the account down too much. I've got plenty of room as far as like, there's no more trailing drawdown, so it's really just kind of like a pain threshold at this point. So, like I said, we had an $8,800 day on Friday. I don't really want to give all that back, but we're feeling it. This is the point right here. We're at neutral. We're taking some heat. Taking some heat, boys. It's not looking good. I'm going to give this one more shot here. You guys might watch me take a big L. I like it that we're hitting 3K on the tick. Or on the ES. Come on, let me just get out. Let me just get out, fellas. I don't like it that there's that swing point right there. ES order flow is selling off. Give me a little bit of alignment here. Nope. Oh. All right, we're breaking all kinds of rules with Apex right now, so just keep that in mind. They're not going to like this one bit. I got too heavy. ES just did not cooperate with us on this. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see if we can somehow recover here. It's not looking good. Pretty sure that's the account, so we've blown it. Unless it absolutely sells off right here. This has not happened in a while. I'm not tragically mad about it, but it's okay. Too much risk, boys. That's what happens. So we've wicked this top. It could sell off and we could get back into an okay spot here, but don't trade like this. All right, don't do this to yourselves. Trying to guess the open like this, and again, it's just not my area of expertise. I make my money trading these long tails, right? So it's okay. It's tough. It's a tough read. It's a tough call. Wait for the little micro divergences, you know. Wait for alignment. Don't try to guess it out of the gate like that. You get yourself into some really nasty positions, and it sucks. So we might still be all right, but Unless it comes all the way back down here and we can get back into a better position, I'm just calling the account basically blown. Your best trades are always going to come from tick extremes, and again from delta extremes. So it is selling off a little bit on ES side. There is a divergence, but at this point, I think the damage has been done. This looks like it might maybe hold. Any other time I would try to shorten this with one contract, but see what happens here. Like the ES order flow is selling off a little bit. The Lord may have mercy on me here. Kind of in a holding pattern here. I forgot that there's news at 10. Might as well YOLO this here. This looks like it's a good turning point. Picks dropping hard. Order flow's selling off. No. Ugh. Painful. Like I said, please don't do this to yourselves. Stick with micros. If you guys are trading these eval accounts, like, there's really no reason to be in large trades. I mean, we did basically the first 9 days of this account in micros and did just fine on it. I built up a little bit of cushion in it, so I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can, you know, trade the minis the way that I've traded in the past, but it's all right. Like I said, it's tough kind of putting on a show each day and trying to articulate all of it to you guys, and in a lot of ways I'm still learning it myself, so yeah, a little bit of vulnerability here. That's all right. Things are selling off, so let's see if price breaks lower. And Q order flow is negative. Yep, that's it. The account's gone. So, now what? Well, that wrecks the 0 to hero challenge. Basically, we went from 0 to hero to 0. So, basically, Historically, I've always traded. You know, I really became profitable. Started trading micros. Um, you guys just watched me lose like $22,000 on stream, and you know that stinks. You guys asked me a lot about stops, and I guess I'm always trying to. Growing up poor, there's a pressure. I think that poor people or people that are like middle class, and we're middle class now, right? But there's like a pressure that we put on ourselves when it comes to money, and we feel like we want to, you know, change our lives in an instant because we care so much about not ourselves, but the people that are around us. And, you know, there's like a pressure there, and the market manipulates that each and every day. So, you guys just watch me oversize too much, lose $22,000 in an instant, basically, right? We've had some great trading over the last 3 weeks, and I appreciate you guys being here. I mean, I don't expect you to come back, and that's fine. But we'll probably start fresh with a new account tomorrow and just stick with micros, right? It sucks because today is day 8 on the eval, or not on the eval, but on the funded account. And yeah, so lesson learned. I am a huge believer in that what you do in these moments of failure really defines your character. And as traders, I'm sure that some of you guys have experienced this, you're going to have it, right? And you can either get really emotional about it and you can get really upset about it, or you can just take it, learn from it, right? Because we face failure every single day as traders, and learn from it and come out the other end better, right? I'm a huge believer that the only way that we really learn is through failure. So I want you guys to take this failure, right? I've shown you some stuff with the tick and the trading delta and the volume delta and price, and you know, most days it works great, and I have a good time with it. I enjoy trading it, and it's profitable. But there are some days like this where you just try to kind of push it a little bit. Like in my mind, I knew that I needed to get the account to 30K. I knew that today was day 8, and I wanted to try to apply for a payout this week with Apex, and so oversized, right? Oversized. You guys saw how, you know, go back and look at this again. You saw how when the ES order flow really flipped positive and started breaking through its highs. Now this thing will sell off, of course, you know. Now this thing will sell off and it'll be a winning trade. It's alright, guys. I'm not. I mean, I'm disappointed, but I'm more disappointed for you, right? So I'm more disappointed for you guys because I know that a lot of you guys feel like, you know, I think that a lot of you guys can relate to me. I'm an average, everyday guy, you know, served in the military for years. And, you know, it's just life, right? It's life. So naturally, here's our sell-off. So it's okay, fellas. I appreciate you guys being here. And yeah, I guess I'll be back tomorrow with another eval. I'm probably going to play like some War Thunder and wreck some wreck some Germans and some Nazis, right, in my American tanks, and we'll be back at it. But such as it goes. Too much risk, boys. Too much risk. Yeah, I appreciate the kind words. I really do. It's all right. You know, and the thing is too is that like it's tough. I mean, it's a, you know, you're taking a $7,500 account, and you're, you know, it's at 22K. 22,000 is still a pretty fragile account, really, especially for the way that I trade. So That's all right. If we had caught this little down leg here, I could have started peeling these off, and we'd be in a good spot. But it didn't happen that way. Like I said, I know that my edge. I mean, I'll tell you my edge, guys. This is the edge, right? The edge is this. The edge is a big sell-off in your tick, right? 1100, 1200, 1300. It's a big sell-off in you know, your deltas, either like 3K, 4K, 5K, and you watch for a divergence. That's where your best trades are going to come from, right? That's right. I'm going to, man. I'm going to take my Sherman out. I just unlocked another one last night. I've been playing it with my son, so. Anyway, all right. Well, I don't have another account. I don't really feel like starting one right now, so I'll be on tomorrow. All right, fellas. God bless you all. Everybody have a great day. Finish your day strong. And, yeah, it is what it is. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.